Okay, so let me start my talk. Okay, so yeah, let me start my talk from the brief introduction of the operation of the K computer. So yeah, you see this graph shows the system availability and the job filling rate of the K computer. So yeah, green one is the system availability, and the blue one indicate the job filling rates. So you see, so we achieve the very higher score of the system availability and the job filling rates. So yeah, we can say the operation of the K computer is very, very stable. And so you see, right table shows the K computer in major rankings. So yeah, top 500, green 500, and the HPC ranking. So yeah, first I want to mention the K computer is here, and the K computer is the oldest system in this list. And so you see, currently K computer is number 10 in top 500 list. However, in graph 500 and the HPC ranking, as you know, K is ranked in the first place. So it means K computer is still competitive for real applications. And so right table shows the publication database, a snapshot of the publication database. So you can check in this URL all of the publication and breakdown of the publication by and the type of use and the type of publications. And so you can check the total publication from the K computer. It's more than 5,000 publications from the K computer. So yeah, we also say the K computer project is almost succeeding. Yeah, but so there is the bad news. So this graph shows the number of new applications from for K computer, a new application, okay, based on the user count and the subject count. So you see these score decreasing. So this is the very bad news because in some sense, so it means the shrinking of the user community, or so it's a really negative information for the next project or next investment. So we have to try to promote the new users and the new field of science and engineering. So how? So first, we try to improve the hardware environment. So actually, we are now installing cloud type pre-post environment of the K computer for the various use, including the new field of science. For example, data analysis and the artificial intelligence, and so on. So next, we also try to improve the software environment. So actually, we try to increase the ready-to-use software, including the AICS software, which is attractive to new users of the K computer. So we also try to the other way, like this. So yeah, what is AICS software? So I'm sorry, the graph is very, very small. So yeah, AICS software is the software developed and ported by the RIKEN AICS. And the current lineup consists of about 40 software listed here. And so there is some problem to be resolved. I think so. Information quality of the web page strongly depends on the developer's efforts. So yeah, there are some good page which include the high quality information for users, but the other page is not so. So there is very big difference of the quality. So this is problem. And the other one is so I feel the promotion activity of the AICS software are slightly independent by software. So yeah, roughly speaking, current activity of the AICS software is not so systematic, I think. So yeah, to accelerate and to be improved the activity, we founded RIKEN AICS Software Center in last year. And the mission is here. The first is to develop and deploy high quality applications, libraries, programming tools for many HPC platforms, including K and the successor. The second is to support and collaborate with AICS software users from various fields of science and engineering to improve and enhance the AICS software. Okay, so yeah, this activity is the really center-wide activity. So yeah, this is organized by the AICS Software Committee, which is headed by the director of our center. And there are 3 working groups for actual discussion and the consideration. Web page and tuning enhancement and the user support promotion working groups. So yeah, this is just the image of the member and tasks. So yeah, member consists of the research teams and the operation teams and the planning support office staff. So yeah, you see there are so many tasks to achieve our missions. For example, software development, a web page, help desk, surveillance, and so on. So yeah, point is the tasks should be shared and solved by all members. So this is important. So yeah, here I will mention about the brief introduction of the current action in this year. So yeah, first, in this year, so due to budget and the human resource limitations, we focus on only 4 AICS software. So I'm sorry, this is small. This is scale, so meteorology applications, Genesis, which is molecular dynamics code, and RIKEN, which is the computational chemistry applications, and the OASIS, which is the workflow management software. And so I will introduce the 4 actions. So first, so I try to enrich information for new users. So yeah, this is actually improvement of a web page. So yeah, we could achieve the each web page has common items. So this is very important. So overview of the software, startup manual, tutorial, performance informations, and the success story, and the cool logo. Cool logo is very important for the promotion. So yeah, this is the draft version of the web page. And so I'm sorry I couldn't show you the real page because the official release is scheduled at the end of this month. Okay. And second is the survey of similar activity to AICS Software Center and the potential demand for AICS software. So yeah, this is essentially important for the decision making and for future plan of the software center. Yeah, and this is based on the questionnaire and the interview research. And this is done with by collaboration with the research company. So I'm sorry, this is very small, and this is the example of the questionnaire. So third one is we also preparing the sample user program, which is a startup program for new HPC users. So the procedure is the following. So someone who is interested in the AICS software can apply to join this program as a sample user. And if the application is accepted, we provide as machine time and the user support for a sample user. And then sample user gives us feedback for the improvement and the enhancement of the software. And the developer improve and enhance the software based on the feedback. And sample user experience world-class HPC environment and the applications. And we hope they will grow up a big HPC users or expert. So this is a sample user program, and we are now preparing. So last one is the reconstruction of the help desk system. So as I said, current activity is slightly independent by software. So like this. So yeah, a question from the users, so independently goes to a developer directly. So sometimes this is the very heavy task for the developers. So we assign some persons as a help desk. So they receive the question from the users primarily, and they evaluate the question. Is it trivial or not? So if question is trivial, they can answer the question directly. And the other question, which should be answered by the developer, goes through. And they also construct some kind of the knowledge base, say, from the Q&A histories. So this kind of knowledge base is very, very useful, essentially useful for the new users. Okay, but this also is in preparations. Okay, so we have a future plan in next fiscal years. Yeah, first we have to fix the name and the logo. So as I said, current name is AICS Software Center, but the AICS, the name of our center will be changed to the RCCS. So we have to consider about the name and the logo. And the other item are essentially continuous action of this year. First, expand the software lineup and the web contents. And so we want to ignite the sample user program, and we want to rotate PDCA cycle. And we also consider about the hands-on seminar support, and we also consider about the porting our software to the other HPC platform. Okay, so this is the end of my talk. Thank you very much.